stool of the loser. And it appears it is what we are seeing. You see, they never expected what they're seeing or getting. I mean, Melinda, or what do you call Bill Gates' wife?
Melinda.
Was reported to have said dead bodies will be flowing all over Africa. They didn't see that. But you see, my problem is this. I think we have a problem. And the problem we have is to think that Africa cannot stand on its own, except it is dependent on the West. We cannot continue to allow ourselves to be guided by an order that was set by our enemies, for that matter. It is time Africa starts realizing it, that the West means Africa no good. Look at what they did to Madagascar. When Madagascar came up with this therapy, for COVID. That is the West for you. I said something here a couple of weeks ago. When I watch France 24, I feel very, very angry. They have their world news. And then after the world news, they come up with what they call Eye on Africa. And I started asking myself, why isolate Africa? Why should African news not be a part of the world news? But that is the West for you. The earlier we realize that, the better for Africa.
Interesting. All right, we would like to know what your thoughts are in a bit when we open phone lines, or you can send us text messages. Or if you're watching online, we're live on Facebook. We'd love to hear your reactions and comments in the comment section. All right, let's keep the comment section alive with some of your very robust thoughts and contributions. All right, so tell us what you think about this singling out, is what a lot of people have called it, singling out Africa and making it look like, once again, like I said, Canada has confirmed 3 cases of Omicron variant. It says here in the Vanguard, the Canadian province's health minister, Christian Dubé, on Monday confirmed first case of COVID-19 Omicron variant in Quebec, bringing the total to 3 in the country. Dubé told reporters at a briefing that 115 travelers coming from countries impacted by the new variant, primarily South Africa, were called and asked to take a new PCR test for COVID-19. Canada had on Sunday said it had detected its first cases of the new Omicron strain of COVID-19 in 2 people who traveled recently to Nigeria. Now, there's another story which I'm going to go into with the headline, Buhari to federal varsities of technology, come up with lasting solutions on farmers' herders' crisis. Before I even read this, that's one of our problems. I think that's partly when I agree with Plato when he says we're always playing victim. Look, you mentioned Madagascar. Why do we're the ones that allow the West to have such a huge hold on us? Why can we not rise up? Especially in Nigeria, it's so sad because now we're asking civil servants to all be vaccinated before they come back to work. It just feels like we just see things in the news, in Western news, and we just do it here. We don't want to take any action.
That's what I am complaining about. We should not continue to hold ourselves bound to an order that was created by the West. For as long as we continue to do that, we cannot compete with them. We are subjugated. We will always look up to them. Yeah. Look, somebody said something, Ronke. If we can remove all the vestiges of colonialism from Africa, if it is possible, because I know they have agents here who are working for them, those who are making money by selling their family, their father's land. All right? If we can remove it, a country like France will not be a third world country. To be a fourth world country.
I think I have a reservation about that. And I think we need to start de-demonizing colonialism.
Really?
Yes, we need to start de-demonizing colonialism. Yes. And the reason is simple. Now, yes, there are elements, and of course, there are certain institutions in colonialism that were injurious to Africa. But again, we must also face the reality that Africa was not and is not the only continent to have gone through the rigors of colonialism. Now, what we have kept doing, or what the leaders have kept doing, is that we kept hanging on to the hangover of colonialism and then hiding behind it. Now, of course, there are elements of colonialism that would keep destroying us. Now, Barrister was saying, mentioned something about we need to start rising, and then what came to my head is, as a scholar, you are applying for a grant in the US or the UK.
Yes,
you would have to force your research to suit their interest. Most times, these grants would take you away. It's going to depersonalize you in the sense that you are going to have to leave whatever research interest that will benefit Africa. And that's why you see that most of, when the president now came out and said...
I get your drift, Plateau. But what I am saying is this. If not for these agents of the colonialists amongst us,
we would not be where we are today.
Would we be where we are? Look at the way leaders in
again.
Africa are doing. Why should I wait for a grant from America to do my research work? But when, for instance, a government like Buhari's will vote 100+ billion for education and go and spend 200 and something billion.
I think that's what Plateau is saying.
For feeding.
And so the interesting thing is now we will now be like in American politics they call it passing the ball. What they keep doing and what we keep allowing them to do is I will keep passing the ball, saying that the problem is not us.
Yes,
the problem
convenient.
is from outside because it makes it convenient. Yes. Now look at what is happening even in South African politics. Rather than blame the South African ANC-led government, they will say, the problem has been the vestiges of apartheid that is still resting with it. But apartheid is no longer present. Now, those who are in government have been ruining the economy of the South African government, and this is what we need to wrench ourselves from. I think what we need to start doing, is what Amilcar Cabral calls. He calls it. What he calls a class suicide. Right. Those who find themselves in government need to begin to commit a class suicide. Right. And how do I mean? Now, when the colonialists were leaving, the African leaders came into power, still carrying mentality of us versus them. Right. Which the colonialists, really lived on. And they did not see themselves too as part of the people.
The divide and rule that the colonialists.
I want to agree with Plateau there, because it has always been that same way, that colonial mentality.
Okay, but somebody will argue that you break my leg, you are now telling me 10 years ago, I broke your leg 20 years ago. Shouldn't you be running by now? What's your problem? Let's take a short commercial break. You should be walking. You broke my leg 20 years, 200 years ago.
With its own
all right, let's take a short commercial break. When we come back, we have more stories for you, so please stay tuned.
My people, better don land. Make una come see ogbonge cable wey dem manufacture for Obodo, Nigeria. Na Pure cables. Pure cables na correct electrical cable wey dey reliable, dependable, and the people wey dem make am call dey safety conscious. Pure cables get original copper and aluminium cable for different sizes dem wey you fit use for electrical wiring level for anywhere. Whether na your house, abi na your office, the price nko e no dey tear pocket at all. Nationwide distribution don start. For more information, call 0808 030 3257 0808 030 3257. Pure Cable and Wire Limited. They have Fritz Compound, 4 tickets, 122/132, Oshodia Papa Expressway, Iyano Solo Bus Stop, Lagos. Pure Cables, Nigerian electrical contractors endorse am. SON approval. Pure Cables, na Ubico.
We go walk the walk with you, no matter.
Dear customer, we are listening. We hear you. We are consistently improving our process, leveraging the best technologies with the best hands. We never stop working around the clock to ensure top-notch security, sustainable solutions, and uninterrupted access to fast and seamless service delivery. And true to our promise, we are always with you every step of the way, partnering with you to be more, do more, and achieve more. Thank you for choosing Access Bank. Access, more than banking.
Make you join the Obunge Yellow Awoof giveaway. The jollificate with extra 500% bonus anytime when you recharge with 100 naira or more on top MTN Better Talk. And if you like everyday Awoof, na star 888 hash, you go take recharge to enjoy 600% Awoof bonus on top MTN Awoof for you and enjoy 700% extra bonus every time when you recharge 100 naira or more on top MTN Yafu Yafu. So turn up Awoof with a boost brain.
Everywhere you go, MTN.
Better don land o. Omnibs dey reward customers with jolly prizes this season. Lucky customers go win jolly prize like generator, freezer and other consolation prizes dem. The Oga Kpata winner go enjoy 1 year shop rent. E never end o. All customers go win 1,000 naira on every purchase delivered from now till December 24th. Buy more, win more. Everybody is a winner. Visit shop.omnibs.app or download the app now.
I bet you think this is going to be one of those ads where someone says, introducing, to sell some new improved product to you.
But we feel there are more important things in life, like driving carefully on rainy days to avoid splashing water on pedestrians.
Or stopping to help someone change a flat tire.
Because what really matters is being the change.
Lipton Yellow Label Tea. Awaken to what really matters.
Hey, imagine make 1 million naira just land for your account now. Hey!
I can put the money for my business, shabby.
Oh boy, for me, now to buy camera for this one, we don't have our code.
Hey, time don't come to stop to the imagine oh. Make you join the Alert 5 for 5 promo now to take win 1 million naira with plenty consolation prizes them. To take win, make you deposit at least 5,000 naira for your account. Carry out minimum of 5 transactions for your alert. Star 945 hash or your card. Come maintain monthly balance of 10,000 naira to take qualify. Yes, sir. You know hard at all. Start to the transact to win inside the 5 for 5 promo today. You know get Wema Bank account? No wahala. Make you download Alert now to take open account. You fit also sign up with star 945 star 01 hash. Terms and conditions dey oh.
This promo dey registered with the National Lottery Commission, Lagos State Lottery Board, and the Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission.
What's another word for hurry? Fast? Quick? Speed up? Rush? Now! I'm here to tell you that if you don't hurry to the Jumia site fast, every one of the big deals from this year's Jumia Black Friday will be gone quickly. The weeks are speeding up. Better rush down to the Jumia site or download the app. Black Friday ends on the 30th of November. Do it now.
Enjoy the final big deals up to 50% off on tech and electronics, fashion, health and beauty, groceries, and many more. Visit the Jumia site or download the app to shop all deals. Jumia. Every day is Black Friday.
Bossa Street for your jolly. Bossa Street today. Bossa Street.
As we dey ride, we suppose dey flex with better music for body. We know the stress. No.
Bossa Street to na the zone. At work or when I go, you never feel alone. Bossa Street for your jolly dey go. For your jolly. Bossa Street today.
My name is TikTok before day, aka Are You The One? Join me every Monday, Tuesday, and Fridays for 1:30 p.m. on Top Splash 105.5. This one, now Bajaj Street Tunes with Bajaj. Give away plenty.
Ọ̀rẹ́, ọmọbìnrin yẹn ń lo nǹkan kan. Ṣé o tún ti bẹ̀rẹ̀? ABZ làṣírí ibẹ̀. Ọṣẹ ìfọyín close-up kún fún antibacterial zinc ABZ. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ló ń fúnni ní ààbò tó péye ìlọ́po mẹ́ta àti pé a tún fún eyín ẹ̀ ní ìtura ìlọ́po mẹ́ta. Ó yàtọ̀ sọ́ṣẹ ìfọyín ṣá. Gbogbo èèyàn ló máa gbélé yìí o. Láìdé. Ọṣẹ ìfọyín close-up ti tún kún fún antibacterial zinc pẹ̀lú ààbò ìlọ́po mẹ́ta àti ìtura tó péye ìlọ́po mẹ́ta.
This festive.
Wow! I feel good.
Because I choose non-stop sports action.
But you also brought someone along who's not a member.
Yeah, I choose local drama filled with suspense.
We've got a serious case of the wedgies.
For my kids, I choose cartoon shows that are full of laughter.
I feel good.
Hell yeah! Choose over 135 channels full of joyful entertainment. You too, choose joy this holidays. DSTV, it's your moment.
Bumper
rewards await you in season 2 of EcoBank Super Rewards. Yes, and all it takes is 5K, 5,000 naira in your bank account for 30 days, or opening a new EcoBank account with just 5K.
The payout is massive. 50 people will win 25,000 naira every week for the next 4 months. Plus, the grand prize of 1 million naira to be won by 4 people. You could be one of them.
So, get that 5K working for you now. If you refer someone, you get a reward.
EcoBank Super Rewards is from October to January 2022.
EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
This promotion has been approved by the Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission.
Bode, now what do you find for kitchen?
My dear, now spoon to drink of medicine.
Honey, take comics. Just here, drink and get relief.
Yes, so summer comics for scratch throat. Comics get dextromethorphan and guaifenesin. Just here, drink and get relief from cough. Ide kulele to drink.
Are they relief now? I love comics.
Now, Orange Drugs Limited, they distribute comics. Products will make you drowsy. If symptoms never stop after 3 days, make you waka go see your doctor. Comics, Ide kulele.
Omo, it's so easy to learn anything today. That's how my little niece of yesterday tied my gele for me like a pro. When I asked her who taught her, she just gave me her phone to watch a video. Now, I can tie my own gele. Plus, I'm also learning how to prepare fisherman soup.
With MTN's reliable internet and countless learning videos on YouTube, learning how to prepare ofinsala is just one of the things you can learn online. Get up to 7 hours of free streaming on YouTube when you buy data plans from MTN. Dial *131# to get started.
Everywhere you go, MTN.
Welcome back. It is still straight from the dailies on Splash 105.5 FM. It is the 30th day in November 2021. It's a beautiful Tuesday morning and I hope you're well. All right, so we're still looking at the stories making headlines. If I went on that break, we're talking about, the effects of colonialism, really. And of course, the Omicron variant of coronavirus that's been found, in Africa. But let's move on to this story where the constitutionality of the judicial panels of inquiry constituted by state governments to probe alleged police brutality, codenamed #EndSARS panels, is back in focus and generating a storm in the inner bar. Senior advocates of Nigeria have engaged in a back and forth since the Lagos State panel on November 15 submitted its report, which indicted the Nigerian army and the police for alleged massacre of Lagos residents protesting police brutality at the Lekki toll gate on October 20, 2020. The Lagos panel report in particular has provided the opportunity for agents of the state, led by the Minister of Information and Culture, Mr. Lai Mohammed, also a senior lawyer, to hit the nationwide exercise. But a high-ranking official of the administration on Sunday thrashed the entire exercise nationwide. Moving from general to specific during an appearance on Channels TV, Minister of State for Labour and Productivity, Mr. Festus Keyamo, discarded the much-vaunted Lagos Probe Panel's report and labelled the nationwide effort a waste. On a general note, he said all panels of inquiry set up by the various states of the Federation following the crisis that arose as the result of EndSARS protests all over the country are illegal. He then zeroed in on the Lagos report, which seemed to have found a soulmate in controversies. Let me stop it there, but you get the gist. All right, so apart from it being called Tales by Moonlight, now Festus Keyamo has thrashed it and called it illegal. What are your thoughts, Barrister?
You see, Keyamo's latest frenzy suggests a man who has lost touch with the workings of the law, perhaps because of his involvement in this politics of attrition. Now, let me start it this way. The Supreme Court has held in Grace Jack and University of Makurdi, University of Agriculture, Makurdi, that a state high court has jurisdiction to entertain a case of infringement of the fundamental rights of a citizen, even if the infringement is at the instance of a federal agency like the police, the army, and so on. Hitherto, we had all believed that if there is a case of infringement of fundamental human rights involving the police and the army, the appropriate court to go will be the Federal High Court. But the Supreme Court's decision in this Grace Jack and University put paid to that such an infringement can be undertaken by a state high court. And it follows, therefore, that the state legislature is imbued with powers to make laws bordering on the protection of fundamental human rights. And I think in furtherance to that, the Lagos state government has the Tribunal of Inquiry Law of 2015, which empowers the state to constitute a judicial panel to investigate any matter in respect of which, in the opinion of an inquiry, will be for the public welfare. So I don't know what Keyamo means by illegality. The panel that was set up was not set up to probe the military, nor was it set up to probe the police. It was a panel of inquiry, and the best it can do is make recommendations after its findings. So I think it's lost touch.
Oh, there was something that Keyamo said. Let me try and pull it up real quickly, just so that to give this another leg. I highlighted. It says all lawyers who are listening to me should go back and read the Tribunals of Inquiry Act of Lagos State. It says that the governor will have the powers to inquire into the conduct of any person, underline any person, and chieftaincy matters, and any other matter that will promote the good of the state. However, any person there was defined in Section 21 to mean public officers of the state. It is defined to mean somebody within the public service of Lagos State or of the local government, as the case may be. Then the phrase was used at the end of Section 1 that says any matter, that they can inquire into any matter. People now think that to inquire into any matter, it means that you can just be at large. However, if you look at Section 21 again, it says that it has to be within the legislative competence of Lagos State. In other words, it is only people over whom the Lagos State has control that they can inquire into their conduct. If you don't have control over me, you cannot inquire into my conduct. What are your thoughts?
I had someone raising, the position raised by Barrister now yesterday, and I tried to avail myself of that act. And one thing is clear: I think eventually we may have to go to court, for proper, the Supreme Court for interpretation, and that would be good for the system. But what came to my mind while I was, listening to the back and forth about this issue is our, what I would call our romanticization of this unitary federal system, where someone thinks in the unitary system and then feels we are operating the federal system. Now, in the federal system, and this is applicable in every federating state, the state should have the powers to, legislate on matters that border on those within its jurisdiction, which of course, like Barrister said, and I think that's where Keyamo is getting it wrong. This panel was not set up to probe the military. Neither was this set up to possibly sanction them. The panel was set up to answer to questions of human rights abuses, which is what, everything in the panel dwelt on. So if he's looking at it from the angle of, okay, it's an attempt to probe the military or the police or any other federating or any other federal agent, then the argument it will be given will run, at parallel to...
Let me even aid what Plateau is trying to say. Is Keyamo saying that the military presence in the state, police presence in the states should be ignored by the state governments? So if a policeman kills somebody in Lagos, the powers that be in Lagos
should overlook it
because it is a federal matter. Whether the federal is interested or not interested in it, it doesn't make sense. It is standing logic on its head. It is standing. The police, the army, they have their cantonments, they have their barracks, they live within the people, and you are saying that separate laws should guide them within the state. No, I think he is standing logic on its head.
Okay. All right, so we've got to take comments and contributions. So call us real quickly on 0809-155-1055. If you're listening live on Facebook or watching us live on Facebook, I'll be reading your comments in a moment. But call us real quickly. Would love to hear your views and your contributions this morning. Call us on 0809-155-1055. I will got our first caller here for the day. Good morning, our first caller, and what's your name?
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. Olushola Julius. Am I correct?
Yeah, thank you.
Great,
yes.
Go ahead.
Barrister, good morning, sir.
Oh, Julius, good morning.
I'm Little, good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Now, people like Keyamo, they will not accept that this administration has heard in what they did on the 20th of October 2020. Now, they know election is coming. And with this report, they will be hot. Why? Because Nigerians will be interested in the report and the verdict of that report. So they will be coming out to look for a way to make sure to dissuade the hearts of us from that information, that the information is false, so that they will be able to have their way again in 2023. But what is so important is, if lies go for 50 years, one day the truth will catch up with it.
Absolutely.
The truth of the matter is that Nigerians were molested, Nigerians were treated wrongly, even as we are fighting for our right during that protest. Hoodlums were being asked to come and attack these peaceful protesters. And these issues are gradually coming out. But the government in power is trying to reject and deny it. But one day, the chief will catch up with it. Absolutely. Good morning, have a good day.
All right, thank you very much.
It's really so unfortunate.
Yes. Let me read this
There was
comment.
a presidential directive supporting the establishment of those
and that was the argument.
Okay, let me go to the comments because we haven't got time. King Jester Adekunle says, good morning and welcome to this morning splash. I'm enjoying Ride On, please. Okako David says, they call us what we call ourselves. What do we call ourselves? Why should we expect them to call us any better? Our leaders have sold us out and we are also following on that step. We have shown that we can't govern ourselves and we can't do anything better without their support. Such a pity we are where we are as a country. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Barrister.
Good
morning. I'm Jide. I'm calling.
All right, go ahead.
I have a question. My question is meeting supposed to be held yesterday, I think 2 days ago yesterday, the Africa Development Bank, and it was suspended. And a meeting in Europe too was suspended. But my problem is, a Ballon d'Or award was held and people were there. And matches were held in Europe and people were rubbing their skins together there. So, and people used to go to stadium. Why should the meeting of executive be cancelled and be suspended and people on the pitch playing? Thousands of people. In a place. I don't understand. So maybe Barrister can explain.
I don't know if Barrister can explain. I don't know if he has time to. But thank you very much for that. Eze Odene says Keyamo is among those who have lost their good conscience in this regime because of money and selfishness. This text from Abiodun Falaye says Yoruba Elders Forum to work out modalities by dialoguing with the president to secure the release of Mr. Sunday Igboho because the Ohanes and Igbo are working tirelessly to ensure that Nnamdi will be released soon from the custody. My regards to you all. Let's take this call. Hello, good morning. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, welcome. What's your name?
My name is Wale Akinabi.
Good to have you here, Mr. Wale. Go ahead.
Yes, I'm calling from Bodija.
Okay.
I've listened to your panelists, and I'm so surprised that the issue of that momentum can be discussed by people who merely agree. Even where senior advocate Professor Keyamo talked on Channel TV, you will see them bringing people of different views. By the time you are at a studio where all those people who oppose, we cannot have that benefit. I'm not saying Keyamo was right in all he did, but you should be able to bring to the studio as panelists those who have opposing views so that the comment can be robust. As much as possible, I've listened to the program over some days, and I found that there is people that are on a very single line of thought. It's abroad. Actually, like Lena Council there, you are talking about 9 people, and some of them have been found not to be dead. So we always look at something from a perspective, and I think listeners can have a balanced information if you come to your studio, those who have opposing view, not those who would just antagonize a position of the government.
And we're glad that you have opposing views. That's why we've opened phone lines to you.
The point is that I only have a minute, but there are so many things.
Everyone is entitled to it.
On that panel report.
Okay. Mr. Kalabi, I know that for one, I've held some opposing views. In fact, we've had issues to disagree over several times.
No, I think I get what I get your drift, and I want to agree with you. But don't forget that this is just newspaper review.
Exactly. We're not. This is not the focus. If maybe you just joined us.
Exactly. Yes. If we have a program specifically out for that,
absolutely.
I am sure,
then we can look at.
They can have that balancing of the views.
Yes.
You are very correct. There's no doubt about it. But this is just newspaper review.
And besides, like I said, this is why we open phone lines. We know that obviously people at home are not going to, obviously have their opinions.
It's so wonderful having somebody like you there, because I see that you belong to the other side.
So okay, let's take Omoba Sharon. Abiola says, good morning to everyone in the studio. This is the voice of masses, Omoba Sharon. Honestly, if we continue with this current structure where we are Nigeria, we can't move forward. That's why we are appealing to this present administration under the leadership of President Muhammadu Buhari to please do the needful. Let's take this last call. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, okay?
Good morning. Who's speaking, please?
This is Akimbolu Sherry.
Okay, Akimbolu Sherry.
Barrister and Plato, good morning.
Good morning.
Let me first of all commend Splash FM for doing a very good job. Because yesterday, I shared a chart whereby Splash FM remains the most listened to radio station in Nigeria. And I want to give kudos to all the professionals there. Ronke, you and other AOP in this Splash FM, to me, you are the most professionals on the field. I listen to other radios too. I know how they are anchoring program. Kudos to all of you. Now, according to the report, I want to say that why is it that people in this government and their supporters are the ones that are having different views for other Nigerians and other community of the world? It shows that they have something to hide. It shows that they are only trying to cover their mistakes, and their mistake will never be covered. The mistake shall be revealed, and all of them shall pay for it. Have a nice day.
Thank you very much, Akimbolu Sherry. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you for the kudos as well. Aderi Bigbe Mobolaji says, good morning, Ronke. Please tell Olushola Julius that 2023 election will not be decided by Lekki toll gate saga. It will be decided at the poll. So you should stop talking. Oh, sugar, I lost. Where did that go? I'm sorry. I don't know where the rest of that message went, but okay, he should stop talking about 2023 whenever Lekki is mentioned. I can't see the rest, unfortunately. I think there's something wrong there. But thank you very much. Thank you to everyone. Thank you for your contributions and your feedback. Your feedback has kept us on top. Even one feedback that's uncomfortable, like Mr. Akilabi's on, is great. And we thank you very much for tuning in.
We should let Mr. Akilabi know that newspaper review, you don't even know what's in the news.
Yes, exactly.
You don't even know what is going to be there.
Until the night before. Very early the night before.
Not even who has that time. Until you get to the studio, you don't know what is in the news.
So I wish I could have Festus Keyamo. Trust me, I wish I could have Festus Keyamo here. It would be absolutely fantastic. In the middle of both of you.
Exactly.
That would be splendid.
I would tear him to pieces.
Would you, Barrister? Would you if you saw him live?
No.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Barrister. Thank you, Plato, for your time. We really appreciate you being here. Thank you, Facebook. Thank you very much for listening. At 8 o'clock, we're going to discuss this 4-day week that Kaduna has and we're going to talk about. There are other countries where they actually work 3-day week. Is it more beneficial? What is this about? Working 4 days instead of 5. We'll talk about that at 8 o'clock, so join me then. I'm Ronke Giwa Onafuwa.
Splash FM 105.5.
The number you've called is not available at the moment.
Oh my God. This trader where I pay for maize since last 2 weeks. Till now, maize I never see. Even the truck driver, I never see. And both their number no dey available. Which kind of thing be this now?
Oga Benji, shey I tell you make you buy from FX, you no gree. You say you trust your trader. See now, me, the maize and soybeans wey I buy for my poultry feed, na wetin my birds dey chop since. See as dem dey fresh, dey fat.
Chai, yeah, checking out. If say I know, I will follow you that day.
E never late o. Just sharp download the Comex app.
Comex